It's the Joe Padula Show, Clarksville's conversation.
Absolutely.
Oh, really?
What, the Colorado shooting? Or
I was not aware that there was one, no.
Really?
When did
Lawyer Wayne.
No, I'm serious. When did it happen?
Last evening. It was late. It
So
was
late yesterday?
Yeah, it was late.
I've been work all day.
Well, it was 2:30 p.m. is when he was there, but I didn't see anything on my phone until it was like we got back.
I've been in work all day. The only thing I checked today was Reddit and hadn't heard this story.
Our daughter started like a Clarksville soccer club yesterday, and she got done at like 7. So I think it was right around then. I even noticed it.
Well, Ahmad Alawi Alyssa, 21-year-old Colorado guy, identified as a suspect in the shooting at the King Scoopers Grocery. That's a store in Boulder, Colorado.
Okay.
And it left 10 people dead, this shooting.
Okay.
Including a Boulder police officer, Eric Talley. So police were called for an active shooter over there around 2:40 p.m. Colorado time. And they found a grocery store had been turned into this bloodbath, if you will, during the I guess you could call it the country's most recent mass shooting. 10 people, you count that in there. Now, the guy, Alyssa, okay, he exchanged gunfire with officers. This is coming from the police reports. Killing the officer, and police said in this morning, a press conference, that he was also injured in the gunfight and was taken to a local hospital where he was in stable condition. Yeah, I saw pictures on Twitter of him being dragged down. Oh. He's not aging well, huh? If he's a 21-year-old. It's just an observation, Lawyer Wayne.
Yeah, right.
So you get all. Well, it's just an observation. So you see, if you want to see what we're seeing, if iHeartRadio and the other audio, devices there, go to the Joe Padula Show Facebook page. Click like, scroll down, boom, you'll see the live video feed until they take us down, and then the YouTube channel as well.
Did they strip him or did he strip?
That's a good question. I'm assuming that he got stripped. Now, here's some information about the guy. He was born in Syria and spent most of his life in Colorado. On his Facebook, which has now been scrubbed, by the way. It's interesting that they scrub all this stuff now. Mm-hmm. He wrote about Islam on social media and said that Muslims, quote, Muslims might not be perfect, but Islam is. And according to some court documents here, he bought this Ruger AR 5.56 semi-automatic rifle. He bought it March 16th. So that was just a few days ago, actually, before the shooting. So police said in an arrest affidavit that he did not say anything to officers at the scene, but did ask for his mommy. I'm sorry, was I supposed to say mother to somebody? He's asking for his mommy. Yeah, you're a real tough guy, pal. Now, according to police, he stripped off his clothes inside the store and was bleeding from his leg when he was arrested. Lawyer Wayne, what do you think he stripped inside the store?
I don't know.
What do you think that's about? You're pretty good at stuff like this.
So let them know that he was a fully unarmed.
Oh, okay. All right. So,
okay.
Yeah, the rifle, a handgun, some body armor, and his clothes were strewn about while he was taken into custody, along with a substantial amount of blood, as we could see there, and that's also according to the arrest affidavit. So the victims, okay, they've been identified as a 20-year-old, a 23-year-old, a 25-year-old, a 49-year-old, a 59-year-old, a 51-year-old, and a 61-year-old, and also a 62-year-old, plus a 65-year-old. Man. Now, the guy's brother, the shooter's brother, he said that his brother was deeply disturbed, very antisocial, and paranoid. In high school, he would say that he was being chased, and someone is behind him, someone is looking for him. A former wrestling teammate back in high school said that short-tempered, scary. Once he threatened to kill people during a match. Wasn't Columbine in Colorado too? There's a bunch of these places in Colorado.
Boulder was the guy that shot everybody in the Batman movie, right?
That was Aurora.
But
Colorado still.
But still, yeah, you know what?
There's not a lot of occupied Colorado, I don't think.
What the hell is going on in Colorado?
Maybe it's the higher altitude. It makes people crazy.
Yeah. Here, let me put some on the Twitter there. Follow at Joe Padula.
It takes so long to boil water up there. People are like, I can't take it.
I lose it.
Just kidding.
There's some of his on the Joe Padula Show Twitter at Joe Padula. If you want to check out some of his Facebook posts that were screenshotted before everything got taken down, they're up there. Yes, going back to the Colorado. Okay.
Oh wow.
1993 Aurora. Okay. 1999 Columbine. 2006 Plate Canyon High. 2007 Colorado. The Young Women's Association there.
Young Women and Men.
Young Women and Men. 2010, the Deer Creek Middle. Okay. 2012, Aurora. That was the Batman.
Yeah,
one,
that
right?
was the Batman movie.
2013. Okay. The Acrapo High. 2015, Colorado Springs. 2015, another one, Colorado Springs. 2017, Thornton. 2019, Aurora Town Center. 2021 now, Boulder. What the hell's going on in Colorado?
Yeah.
What's that all about?
Yeah, all that weed's supposed to calm them down.
Man, that's crazy. Oh, I had it on Lawyer Wayne the whole time. Hope you don't mind. With the wrong name.
Oh, it's his name.
Yeah, I need intern Shane. It sucks doing this alone, but I'm trying my best. But nonetheless, some other things too. Some of his Facebook posts reflect the paranoia of mental health issues that his family has mentioned to reporters. So he went by Ahmad Al-Issa on Facebook, but authorities confirmed the legal spelling was Alyssa, no space in between. He wrote in March 2019, just curious, what are the laws about phone privacy? Because I believe my old school was hacking my phone. Anyone know if I can do anything? In 2019, July, he wrote, yeah, if these racist Islamophobic people would stop hacking my phone and let me have a normal life, I probably could. Yeah, I don't know. Just some dumb kid that ended up killing people. What do you guys think about this? What do you got, Robert?
I read a little bit about his apparently. I'm not confirming any of this, but it sounded like this guy's high school career was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he suffered a lot of torture in high school, which might have. He was 21.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
he is 21.
Yeah, he's 21. That's around the age 19 to 21 is when people start to, if they have paranoid schizophrenia, it kind of shows up, even if they didn't have a problem before. That kind of mental health issue can kind of come alive in people. It's hard to determine without him giving a clear motive, like if he was activated for some reason to go there. I'm still really confused about the name of the market. What is it?
King Super, but with 2 O's.
Yeah, King's Super Market.
Super.
All right, instead of soup,
King
instead of
Soup.
like supper marker.
Yeah, but it's not soup like SOUP.
No.
SOOP.
I hate it. I can't. It really makes me.
That's
mad.
Colorado for you.
I know. It's.
Strange.
Also, I got some interesting ones here. Like this is coming out of who's doing this one? Jack Prosobic is he's saying that early information from a national security agency suggests that Boulder shooter planned to target the Trump rally in Colorado Springs February of 2020, but decided to wait until the next one, March 13 in Denver, but that one was canceled due to COVID. Man.
So he's supposed to be anti-Trump?
Yeah. He's not a Trump guy. My question is, okay, it's not a white guy, and it's actually a Islamic guy, and came over during the Obama Syria refugee years. Will the media now just be like, okay, we're not going to push it as much?
Yeah.
Is this a actual reality? Bay, what do you think about it?
We find out in a week or two.
Yeah. If the story's gone,
Yep.
right. Because we're still seeing stories about what happened in Atlanta with the white guy shooting up the massage parlor place. I mean, flags went to half staff, for crying out loud, half mast. So I'm very interested to see how this turns out, and it sucks too, because I mean, you got 10 people who's no longer on this earth. Their families are definitely affected and hurt and traumatized by this, and they're not going to get their due course in the media because it wasn't a white guy. Why? Why not? How about this? Is this terrorism? If this guy did it out of a religious right, is it terrorism? Lawyer Wayne? That's not Lawyer Wayne. Where's intern Shane?
That's always the question, right?
Yeah.
If you're in the media and you see a guy with an Islamic name, that's what everybody wants to jump to. Doesn't sound like it necessarily is here. But then again, I found that most of the reporting that you hear in the first few days of these kinds of events, a lot of it turns out to be inaccurate later.
Mm-hmm.
Columbine, you go back and what were we told about that? A bunch of guys in the trench coat mafia were bullied in school and decided, inspired by violent video games, to go shoot up their school. None of that's true. They weren't in the trench coat mafia. They weren't bullied. They were the bullies. They weren't inspired by video games to go shoot up the school. They planned to do a bombing, and they improvised the shooting after the bombing attempt didn't work when their bombs didn't go off.
Why do you think because I remember trench coat mafia and everything, and
all the things you think about as iconic about Columbine were wrong.
The news wants to make things as much of a movie as possible. Mm-hmm. They really do.
Well, you want to jump on the easy thing. Oh, this guy, he posted some pro-Islam stuff. He must be a terrorist. There you go. Easy explanation.
My problem is it's the movie's bad guy, according to this news. It always has to be a white guy.
It can be, but it can't.
No, but when it's not the bad guy in real life, that's when they go like this. All right, let's move on to the next one.
That's whatever's going to get clicks. What about that guy that blew up downtown Nashville? They still, they kind of have an idea of what he was all about. Mm-hmm. But that story's dead. Oh. I don't know that we're ever going to know what was really going on with that guy.
Well, they said it was he was into the conspiracy theories.
I saw that. They've tied it up with a bow, and I think they're done with it.
Oh, I think they have information that they don't want to release.
But who knows?
Come on in, Casey.
Kind of stories.
Yeah.
Same with the guy that shot up the spas. I've heard all kinds of theories about him, but nobody knows anything about it yet.
Right. Brittany, what do you got on this? What do you make? What your thoughts on it all?
I think he's just crazy.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
I mean, it's sad that 10 people were killed. I think it's terrorism no matter what color you are if you go
you're right,
shooting
exactly.
up a public place.
Exactly.
It's scary.
All right. Bang, final word before we move forward.
Put it as a hate crime.
Hate crime.
Yep.
Yeah, he hates people that hated him, right? I guess he falls under the hate crime. Yeah. Well, let us know what you think. What are your comments? Fill us in, all right? I'll get to those in a moment because intern Casey will be joining us here in just a moment to be going over the comments and running the video board. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, it's the Joe Padula Show. Bada bing. Clarksville's conversation.